Good morning everyone. Before we start the debate, let me quickly go over legal rules. First rule. Each team will present two arguments in turn, including opening statement, three main arguments, rebuttals, question and answer portion, and closing statement. Second, every speaker has 30 seconds to deliver the point. Please keep track of your time. Third, respect is very important. No interrupting or speaking over your opponents. Fourth, all communication must stay on topic and focus on the debate. Fifth, if using examples, make them short and clear so everyone can understand. Last, at the end, we'll have rebuttals followed by question and answer and closing statement. So sit back, relax, and enjoy our virtual debate. Let's get ready for a fair, fun, and exciting debate. Good day, ladies and gentlemen again. Today we will witness a lively debate on a topic that touches everyone. Standard English versus World Englishes. Let's begin by meeting a brilliant team ready to share their ideas. Let's start in everyone's group introduction. Group 2, the screen is yours.
Good day, everyone. I am Ronald Mandahay, representing Group, and we are honored to take part in today's debate about word Englishes in our modern world.
Good morning, everyone. I am Rosemary Pastor, and I am honored to introduce our team. Our group is composed of dedicated researchers and speakers who are passionate about how world Englishes shape education and global interaction. Our lead researchers is Ms. Jaira Intes. Our argument speakers are Pulong Genevieve, Makad Edgar, and Mambaila Nancy. Our rebuttal speaker, no other than Ms. San Juan Philgrace. Our question speakers are Trojan Joyce, Castillo Ardelan, Sally Angeli, and Ejek Terime. And also, the team answering opponents' questions are Diana Bernadette, Acosta Reinhardt, Karyaga Evelyn, and Bambaila Sherelle. And our conclusion speakers are Soliza Zoel and Mansabid Jonathan. Thank you, and we look forward to a meaningful and engaging discussion.
Slogan is Many Voices, One Global Language. We are Group 2. I am Josephine B. Manimog and together with my teammates, we are ready to explore the vital role of word Englishes as a bridge that connects culture. Thank you.
Thank you, Group 2, for your introduction and inspiring slogan. Main voices, one global language. Let's hear it now from Group 1 introduction.
Good day to our respected teacher, Miss Jenny Ryla, and to everyone present. We are the Group 1, and today we will represent the topic Standard English in this debate. Allow me to introduce our team members. Let's welcome our lead researcher, Ms. Laverne Lugdug, Lorna Sobrado, Liza Caniete, Karen Lagari, Mary Joy Dango, Pearl Pahal, Norly Dagpong, Jopay Ay Uyanon, Marian Fredo, Geraldine Antonio, Vilma Catala, Giselle Ligmon, Hazel Pabroa, Arian Dangop, Stella Manonan, Carissa Raque, Libby Tumapon, Rosemary Pamatien, and myself, Manilyn Lakin.
Thank you, Group 1, for your introduction. We appreciate your enthusiasm and preparation for today's debate. Now, we move on to the opening statement. Each group will present their stand. Group 2, please begin. Good day, everyone. I am Jara and this from Group 2 and I stand in favor of world Englishes. English is a global language used by many countries, and each country has its own culture, accent, and way of speaking. Because of this, it is natural that English develop different forms. These differences should not be seen as wrong, but as a reflection of identity, culture, and diversity. Thank you, Group 2. Let's now hear Group 1's opening statement.
Thank you to our respected moderator, Ma'am Jaira, and greeting everyone. I am Lavenda Lugdug from Group 1. We, the Group 1, firmly believe that standard English is essential for effective communication. Standard English provides a common set of rules that people can follow, making it easier to understand one another. In education, professional settings, and formal communications, standard English ensures clarity, avoid confusions, and allows people to express ideas properly. For these reasons, we strongly support the importance of standard English.
Thank you, Group 1. We now proceed to the presentation of arguments which will alternate between the two groups. Reminder, please off your mic. Thank you. Alright everyone, let's get the debate rolling. Group 2 will kick things off with their first argument. Wulong, the screen is yours.
Okay, good morning once again, everyone. My name is Polon Genevieve. Okay, so first, word Englishes. Word Englishes promotes inclusivity and mutual understanding. Even if people speak English differently, they can still communicate effectively because, and why, they focus is on meaning rather than the strict rules. Like for the example, I would like to promote the example, a Filipino and the American example. From the word open the light. A Filipino may say open the light, while an American say turn on the light. They both understand each other's meaning despite in different expressions. Thank you.
Thank you, Pulu. Now it's Group 1's turn. Lorna, show us your counter argument.
Good day, everyone. By the way, I am Lorna Sobrado. Standard English promote the clarity and understanding. When people follow the same grammar rules, communication becomes clear and more accurate. And we had example given by Lisa Canieti.
Hello, good day everyone. I am Liza Cañete. I will give an example to support arguments from Mom Lorna. Instead of saying she go to school yesterday, standard English uses she went to school yesterday.
Thank you, Lorna and Kanyete. Excellent points from Group 1. Back to Group 2. Mahad, it's your time for your second argument. Take it away.
Good morning, everyone. I am Edgar Makad, and this is my second argument. Second word Englishes reflects cultural identity and diversity. Example, in Indian English, people say pre-phone the meeting. In Singaporean English, people say wait la. Thank you.
Thanks, Mahad. Well done, Group 2. Group 1, your second argument is up. Karen, the screen is yours.
Good morning, everyone. I am Karin Lagari. Second, standard English is important in education and career opportunities. It is the language used in schools, examinations, job opportunities, and formal writing. Mastering it can open more opportunities to success. Example given by Mary Joy Dangop.
Definitely. For example, when applying for a job, writing I am interested in this position because I have the necessary skills sounds more professional than I want this job because I'm good at it. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen and Dangop. Great job, Group 1. Group 2, it's your time for the final argument. Mambaila, let's hear it.
Okay, good morning, everyone. This is Nancy Halaran Mambaila, and here's my third point. World English supports global interaction in business, travel, and online communication. People from different countries can collaborate effectively even if their English forms differ, if they focus on clarity and context. Just for example, a Japanese business person and may use English with a local accent, and a British colleague may speak with a British accent. By being flexible and clarifying when needed, they can still hold a successful meeting without confusion. Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy Mambaila. Fantastic work from Group 2. Group 1, your last argument. Pearl, take the screen.
Good morning, everyone. I am Perlin Pahal. Third standard English builds credibility and professionalism. Example given by Norley Legmon.
Good morning, everyone. I am Norly, and this is the example. A teachers or a news reporters or a business persons is expected to use a proper English so that people will understand, trust, and what understand what they say.
Think of Brill and Ligmore. Wonderful arguments from both sides. That wraps up the main points. Next up, we'll move to rebuttals and closing statement, so get ready. Now we'll move on to the rebuttals. This is where each group responds to the points made by your opponents. Group 2, you're up first. San Juan, the screen is yours.
Good morning, everyone. I am Phil Gray, San Juan. Some argue that only standard English ensures understanding. However, this is not entirely true. World Englishes shows that communication depends more on meaning and context than on strict rules. People around the world communicate successfully. Despite differences in accent, vocabulary, and grammar, what matters most is understood, not being perfect. For example, words like prepon or la may seem unfamiliar, but with context, their meaning becomes clear. Therefore, World Englishes does not weaken communication. It makes English more flexible, inclusive, and globally effective.
Thank you, San Juan. Strong and clear rebuttal from Group 2. Group 1, it's your turn to respond. Shopai, please take the screen.
Thank you, Ma'am Jaira. And I am Jopay B. Canon. And some may argue, some may argue that difference of English are communicated. However, without a standard form, misunderstanding can easily occur. Example is given by Ma'am Marian Predog.
Good day, everyone. I'm Marian Predog. To support Ma'am Jupay Unan's statement, here's an example. Informal words like gana or ain't may not be understood by everyone, especially in formal situations. Standard English provides a common and reliable system of communication.
Thank you, Shopai and Peter. Strong and clear rebuttal from Group 1. That concludes the rebuttal round. Both teams did a great job addressing each other's arguments. We will now proceed to question and answer portion of the debate. Each group will ask question alternative, and the opposing group will provide their response. So for the first question, may we call on Howdian from Group 2 to present her question.
Good morning, everyone. I am Joyce Ohaujan from Group 2. Here is my question for Group 1. In standard English, can people still communicate effectively even if they use different varieties of English?
Good day, everyone. I am Geraldine Antonio, and I will answer the question given by Ma'am Sally. Yes, people can communicate using different varieties of English, but misunderstandings may still occur due to differences in pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammar. Standard English helps reduce confusion by providing a common and widely accepted form and communication. It ensures that messages are clear, especially in formal or important situations such as education, business, and international communication. And that's all. Thank you.
Once again, thank you. Now for the next question, may we call on Vilma Catilo from Group 1 to present her question.
Good morning, everyone. I am Velma Catelo from Group 1. Thank you, Ma'am Chaira, for giving our opportunity to ask. And here is my question to Group 2. Do you believe that world Englishes can ensure clear understanding among people worldwide despite differences in language use? Thank you po.
For the answer kay Dayanan, anyone from Group 2?
Good morning, everyone.
The question for number one: do you believe that world Englishes can ensure clear understanding among people worldwide despite difference in language use? Yes, we believe Englishes can help ensure understanding because English is spoken so many ways around the world. For example, an Indian English spoken speaker might say propound to means moving a meeting earlier, while an American might not know that word. In the world Englishes, people learn to adopt and explain such words to compromise. So communication is still clear. This shows that even with the differences, speakers can understand each other when they focus on mutual intelligibility.
Thank you once again. We'll move on to the next question. May we call on Sally from Viewpoint 2 to present her question.
Good day, everyone. Here is my question for Group 1. To what extent does a mastery of standard English serve as the essential bridge?
Good day, everyone. This is Ligmon Giselle from Group 1, and I would love to answer the wonderful question given by Anjali from Group 2. So, standard English plays a very important role as a bridge in global interaction. In business and diplomacy, clarity and professionalism are crucial. Standard English allows individuals from different countries to communicate effectively, avoid understanding, and build relationship. It is widely used in international agreements, negotiation, and official communication, making it essential for success in global settings. Thank you.
Thank you. For the next question, may we call on Rizal Paproa from Group 1 to present her question.
Good morning, everyone. I am Wiesel Ipabrua. Thank you, Ma'am Jaira, for giving me the opportunity to ask a question. Here is my question for Group 2. If different forms of English are used, how can misunderstanding be avoided in an important communication? Thank you.
Thank you for your wonderful questions. Good day, everyone. My name is Britta Acosta. If different forms of English are used, how can we avoid misunderstanding in important communication? We can avoid misunderstanding by using clear and simple language and giving context. For instance, in international business meetings, a Singaporean speaker might say la at the end of the sentence. Like for example, I am the guest because it's a business meeting and I said, excuse me, where should I sit? Where is my place? And the people who answered to me is a Singaporean. Okay sir, you sit there la, you sit there la, of the left side. So that's a sentence which is informal to others because it might not understand it. So the speaker can rephrase or clarify it. We will submit the report tomorrow, okay? This ensures everyone understands the message. Using visual, summaries, or repeating key points also helps prevent confusion. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we will hear from Castillo from Group 2 to present her question.
Hello and good day, everyone. I am Ardeline C. Castillo from Group 2, and here's my question for Group 1. How do standard English help people communicate in global interaction?
So good day everyone. I am Aryan Dangok and here is my response to the question given by Group 2. So standard English provides consistent rules for grammars, vocabulary, and pronunciation. This consistency helps people from different backgrounds understand each other more easily. It also promotes clarity, reduces ambiguity, and ensures that messages are interpreted correctly. In global interactions, using standard English helps maintain professionalism and mutual understanding.
Thank you. Now may we call on Stella Manunan from Group 1 to present her question.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Ma'am Jaira, to be given an opportunity to ask some questions. And here is my question to Group 2. And how about when traveling to other countries? How can World Englishes help people understand each other clearly?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for that question. When traveling to other countries, world Englishes help people understand each other clearly because English is used as a common language even if an accent and styles are different. So I have three reasons here. First, people
from different countries can still communicate basic needs like direction, food, transportations using English. The second one, exposure to different English varieties help people become more flexible listener so they learn to understand different pronunciation and expressions. Lastly, many international places like airport, hotel, or tourist spots use English, so the communication becomes easier and more convenient. So world English help travelers because teaches us that English is British or American. Like for example, a Filipino tourist in UK or United Kingdom might say, "Can you turn on the fan?" Which is very common English here in the Philippines, while British might say, "Switch on the fan." So knowing these variations helps travelers interpret different expressions and adjust their own language so the result, the conversations are smooth. Therefore, even though English may sound different around the world Englishes actually promote understanding rather than confusion because they allow people from diverse backgrounds to connect and communicate. Thank you.
Thank you. For the next question, may we call on Eject from Group 2 for the final question.
Good day, everyone. By the way, my name is Jeremy Ejek, and thank you, Miss Jara, for giving me the privilege to ask questions. How does formal education, standard English, impact an individual's ability to participate in the international community and the global job market?
Good day, everyone. My name is Carissa. So, my answer for that question is formal education in standard English equips individuals with the skills needed for global communication. It improves reading, writing, speaking, and comprehension abilities, which are essential in international workplaces. Many global companies requires proficiency in standard English, so individuals who master it have better job opportunities and can compete more effectively in the global market. Thank you.
Thank you. Last, may we call on Levi Tumapon from Group 1 for the final question also.
So good day everyone. My name is Livy Tumapon. Thank you Ma'am Jaira for giving me the opportunity to ask question. Here is my question for group 2. If people use different forms of English with different grammar, pronunciation, and vocabulary, how can we be sure the message will be understood correctly by everyone?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for your question, Ma'am Levi Tumapon. I am Cheryl Mambayla. Um, we can guarantee perfect understanding, but world English emphasizes adaptation. In world Englishes, people speak English in different ways, but understanding is still possible. If we focus on being clear and respectful, we don't need it. We don't need perfect on standard English, but what matters is that the message is easy to understand. We can do this by using simple words, avoiding slang, and being willing to explain or repeat if needed. For example, a Nigerian English speaker might pronounce schedule as schedule, while an American says schedule. If both speakers focuses on listening carefully and using context, they can still understand each other. Using simple grammar and common words like saying I will meet you at 5 p.m. instead of complicated phrases ensures the message is clear. Another example, a Filipino and American. A Filipino says, I will go there later only. And American might say, I, I'll just go there later. Even if the wording is different, both can understand the meaning because the message is clear. Thank you.
Thank you both groups for the insightful question and responses. We will now proceed to the closing statement of each group. Group 2, please take the screen.
In conclusion, World English shows that English is a flexible and living global language.
no longer defined by a single standard. It proves that effective communication doesn't require identical accents or rigid grammar, but it's built on clarity and mutual respect.
Hello, good day. I'm Jonathan Mansabid. By embracing these deserved varieties, we enable people worldwide to communicate successfully in business, education, and travel while still honoring their unique cultural identities. Recognizing word Englishes makes communications more inclusive, meaningful, keeping English as true global bridge for everyone.
That's the closing statement from Group 2. Now let us hear the closing statement from Group 1.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Jaira. Once again, good morning, everyone. I am Rosa Marie Pamatian from Group 1 with our topic, Standard English. Before we end this debate, I would like to conclude that Standard English is important. It ensures clear communication, supports academic and professional success, and builds credibility. It serves as a common language that connects people from different backgrounds. In essence, Standard English is not just a form of language. It is a bridge that connects the world. Again, it is a bridge that connects the world. Thank you. Once again, I am Rosa Marie Pamatian.
Thank you once again, Group 2 and Group 1, for your insightful arguments and closing statements. Let's give them a virtual round of applause. Congratulations to the both team and well done to our participants for the hard work and excellent arguments. Your dedication and teamwork truly made this debate meaningful. On behalf of our instructors, Ma'am Generala, and to my fellow classmates and leaders, I would like to thank everyone, teams, and audience for participating. This concludes our debate. Have a great day and keep using your voices to make difference. Thank you.